of work, if that makes any sense. So I was 30 hours as the coordinator, and now I am full-time as the director.
Okay, yeah, that is a difference. And for those extra 10 hours or whatever the difference is,
Yep.
Which is almost like 30% more, is that right? Am I doing my math? 25% more time.
25, yeah.
What more extra things are expected that you will accomplish?
I think more reaching out to the community. So I met with an Erie County Youth Bureau or, that kind of thing, just getting more out into the community.
Okay, got it. Making a bigger presence for peaceful schools.
Yeah.
Now, there was a question I wanted to ask you, which was from before, and I held off. And I should probably learn not to do that because then I forget. Oh well. All right. So there hasn't been a big difference. That's what I wanted to ask. When you meet with when you say the team, how many people is that, and does it include also Shauna, Dave, Danny, and or Laura, or no?
It includes that whole executive team, and then maybe 8 others. I could be off on that, but
okay,
somewhere around there, so maybe 12 total.
And do you come out from Buffalo in person, or are you on the phone like you are with me?
So far I have come out in person. We'll see as the weather changes a bit, because for, monthly staff meetings I Skype in, which is fine. But for these I have come out in person. So right now the weather is great and I'm able to do that. And so as long as that continues, that's fine. But we'll see how it progresses.
Right. Got it. Okay. So since you've been out there, how would you describe your accomplishments? And I'm not just talking about from this summer, but since you've been out there.
Can you be a little bit more specific in terms of what you're looking for? Like what have we done? What districts have we gone into? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I was trying to leave it as open as possible, but if you want me to...
Yeah. It's okay. All right, I'll start, and if it's not what you're looking for, you can revise the question a little bit.
Okay.
So we started 2 years ago just doing the bucket show. And I want to say we did somewhere between 17 and 25 shows, different schools, and that was wonderful. Yeah. Last year we did some Rise Up shows, but we did not have our own cast. We borrowed the Syracuse cast, so they would have to come in, but we just couldn't get the ball rolling, that there was enough consistency in the bookings. But like I said previously, now there is, and we're hiring our own cast. Bucket is done, and now Rise Up is coming. So that kind of takes care of the artistic side. What we've also done is connect with an outpatient mental health agency, which is called Best Self, and they are a CBO in the Buffalo City schools. So they run 21st century programs, they run after-school programs, they run extended day programs. So they have brought peaceful schools into their grants, which is wonderful, and we have come out several times and have many already planned for this year to do professional development for their staff. And that's a variety of different trainings, and that's been a wonderful connection. And
in the professional development of their staff, it's not that you're teaching them what you do. It's helping them. How does it help them? What change do you bring to them?
Sure. So one that we've done is like restorative practices, and trying to get the whole community involved. And by community, I mean as small as your whole classroom, as big as your whole school, or as big as your literal whole community. And that's been a big one that we've done with them. We're actually going into another district tomorrow to do it for an entire district. That's for the Amherst district, for their professional development and that training, the restorative practices training. Another one we're doing in the future is a de-escalation training. And that's when we give half day of background about some behaviors that come up. And then the second half is the teachers get in a quote-unquote simulator. So they're all sitting in a circle. And then we have a team in the middle portraying these different behaviors. And then each teacher has a turn to go into the simulator and practice the new techniques that they've learned in a non-threatening way, right? Like in the real classroom, you don't get to say a timeout or have feedback or that kind of thing. So we're not instructing them on any curriculum to teach. We're just giving them some strategies and tools that they can use within their own classroom.
Got it. Okay, very impressive. I stopped you in the middle of listing more accomplishments than I even understood were there. Keep going.
Okay, so that was the Buffalo and getting some professional development. Tomorrow we're doing into Amherst District. So we're just trying to get our name out. When I met with the Erie County Youth Bureau, he invited us to speak at a more local government coming up in January to see if there's any funding or getting our name out to, other Erie County members. So it's really just getting our name out there really this year.
You keep using the word us, and in my mind, I only see a picture of you. Are there other staff out there that I should be thinking of too?
There's not. It is just me right now. And did you say I keep using us? Is that what you said?
Yeah, which is wonderful and humble. I love it. And you're representing the organization, which is great. I was just curious if you really meant it literally, or not.
Yeah, so it's just me here, but it is a team effort. So even like with my meeting, I might Skype somebody in, or if we're doing a training, oftentimes the Syracuse people will drive in and we'll do the training together. So even like tomorrow's the training at Amherst, Jamie, who actually you said was missing from your interview today, Jamie is driving in from Syracuse to Buffalo today, later today, and she'll be joining me to do the Amherst training tomorrow. So it is me making, the initial contacts and the initial setup, but I do have my team working with me, so that is pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. Okay. And usually I ask people, what's it like for you in your new role, but we can't really say that it's a new role, right? So what's it like for you in your expanded opportunity here?
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I really hope that it just gets bigger and our name just keeps growing. So I'm excited.
Okay, excellent. Do you find, out of curiosity, this wasn't on my list, but do you find any difference then between the reception you got when you were in Syracuse area and out in Buffalo?
Yeah. Our name is not known here. So
is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing because really I don't know one person that spoke negatively to me, at least. I maybe that's a biased thing, but I was new to Syracuse, so I didn't know anything about anything. I didn't know where people were. I didn't know where the different towns were. I didn't know anything. So, for example, even when I moved into my neighborhood, and a new neighbor said, "Oh, where do you work?" and I told them, oh, peaceful people, you know, do they go into this school? My son had that, you know, it was just a very highly reputable